On the ground in dispute. And we're about 25 metres out from goal. Sacramento still trying to get out of the back 50. This is the same problem that New York had against Minnesota in Game 1. And another opportunity here for the Iron Maidens to go forward. And again, apologies for those listening back on the replay. We literally do not have the team sheet for San Francisco. In fact, we just didn't get the Suns team sheet until a couple of minutes ago. As the ball is close towards the boundary line, it will now go out. As we have the ball thrown back into play. Ball is brought down to ground, slapped along the ground, and just weaving the way through traffic there. Christensen wanted to move it forward, couldn't hit her target, laid on the big bump. Umpire blown the whistle again and said that is kicking in danger, and that'll be a free kick the way of the San Francisco, as the free kick is given to Sacramento. Held, ball hit the ground, and the umpire now blows the free kick and says for holding the football and going San Francisco's way. And we wait for the kick from 45 metres out from goal. The breeze really picking up here. They did predict some thunderstorms here in the Sarasota Bradenton area. The umpire says that one is clearly too high, and that will be a resulting free kick. I think it might be Dia back there in the back pocket for the Suns. As the kick is long towards the pocket and the ball is out of bounds, we're going to have a free kick for the Iron Maidens. Again, apologies, we're not calling the Iron Maidens names. We don't have the Iron Maidens team sheet, so that is making things a little difficult here in the commentary position. As the kick is smothered, going in there is Schaffer for the Suns. And smothered it and saw the ball go over the boundary line and out of bounds. We'll have a throw in on the outer side. Back into play. Good punch forward. Laid on tackle there. O'Connor, the umpire says holding the football. Very hot on the whistle in this game, the umpires. Plenty of free kicks pulled out already. Opportunity towards the centre wing position. Went through several sets of hands. Want to go in there is Jessica Smith. Couldn't get her hands on the football. Out towards the wing position, chasing after it. Casey O'Connor brought to ground. And the umpire allowing it to go on. It was hatched out momentarily. Hurried little kick away. In towards the middle. Racing into it, new win again. Umpire's blown the whistle, says in the back. Free kick Sacramento. Looking for their first opportunity to push towards their forward half. Gets on the right. Going up the line, mark intercepted. And it'll be a chance now for the Iron Maidens. Winding up on the right. Long and high in towards the middle of the ground. Ball spilled free. Hand pass. Venatoris. Venturanus. I hope I pronounced that correctly throughout the call. Gets on the right. Kicks it inboard over the head of New End. Foot race on here. Nice little bump laid on. Got to dance around. Gets on the right. Kicks it towards the centre half forward position. Strata trying to pick it up. Has to go back in again. Slap the football in front of herself. Just dancing around. Back to the Strata again. Went right, went left. Fed off the hand pass. And now kicks it in towards the hot spot. 30 metres out from goal. Ball in dispute. Hurry little kick away. Wasn't successful. And the umpire says it's all held up. We're going to call for a ball up. It still remains 1-0. And it is Sacramento leading San Francisco. As I can tell you with much glee, the team sheets have arrived here at the commentary position. Apologies for the first 5 or 6 minutes sounding a little bit rough as chasing after the football there. Schaefer, and the ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. Peter Holden with you from girlsplayfooty.com. Normally based in Melbourne, so it's the first time we're seeing a handful of these players. As they say, a little bit of pressure just to keep us honest. Schreiber tries to get a hand pass out. She's caught. The umpire once again will call for a ball up. And we'll wait to go again Up in the air once more. There's a good punch forward. Holding the football, I thought, and for incorrect disposal, not paid against Malion. And here's the kick out towards the half-back flank position. Foot race is going to be on here. Good tackle laid down. Was the advantage going to be paid? It is. Long kick inside 50. Went through several sets of hands. Waiting at the back here with a flying shot on goal for the Iron Maidens there. It's away to the right-hand side for a minor score. Might be Carpin. Just having a look at the team sheets here for the Iron Maidens. Pardon me, they said it was Estrada. I don't think it was Estrada then who had a shot on goal. As the kick out from full-back towards the back pocket, mark for the Suns. Again, apologies for the commentaries, a little bit scratchy for the first few minutes here. We literally just received the team sheets. So just getting a few things sorted out. Nothing to keep you honest here on a Saturday morning here on Lakewood Ranch, Florida. As going after it there, pardon me, was Ewan. She was dispossessed. The ball went over the boundary line and out of bounds. And we're going to call for a throw in by just clearing the way. Back into play. It's high in the air at the back. Receiving it and getting the kick in there. Danielson. Out towards the wing position, was trying to find O'Connor. Taken away there. Good smothered kick as Steinberg tried to get a hurried kick away. Feeding out the hand pass, Hendershaw. Now getting onto it there, Gallagher. Moves towards the half-forward flank position. One delay on the bump. Had to go back in and pick up the football again. And they do with a little chip kick along the ground. Going in there, Estrada, weave through traffic. Kick towards the top of the goal square. Brett Brower bringing the ball to ground. Now going around, trying to get a little snap in there. Smolak. In goes Estrada once more. And the umpire says the ball's gone over the boundary line and out of bounds. Next to the right-hand point post. Low-scoring contest. 2 behinds for the San Francisco Iron Maidens. Sacramento Suns yet to score. Umpire blows the whistle and says that was a push in the back, and that'll be a free kick directly in front of goal. 25 metres out. And from what I can see, it's the number 1 in Millie Bruce. So Bruce looking for San Francisco's first. Go on USAFL.com, hashtag USAFL Nationals. Millie Bruce, bit of a swirling breeze. Fires up. It's looking straight, it's looking good. It's the Iron Maidens first. Millie Bruce gets her first. And it's 1-2-8. 8 for the San Francisco Iron Maidens. Sacramento Suns yet to score. We should mention, of course, that the San Francisco Iron Maidens were winners of the East-West Showdown about a month ago, in which involved the Sacramento Suns and a New York Magpies team with a few other players from the Eastern Seaboard in their squad. So they've been full of energy, full of run, full of positiveness since that victory, and they've certainly brought it early onto the field this morning, looking to rack up an early win. Little throw out, the umpire said it was a hand pass, so play on, it was all fair. Hurd trying to come back inboard, chasing after the football there is Marks, hand pass over the top, that should get to English, now going inside, looking for Millie Bruce. Bruce had to try and kick it away before Hartland got to her. Foot race on. Chasing after it again is Bruce over around the football. Olivia Christensen is there as well. It's all locked up. And the umpire is going to call for a ball up 50 metres out from goal. Earlier winner today in Division 1. It was a comfortable victory to Minnesota over New York. And this, of course, is game 2. We've got a Division 2 match coming up after this. The defending champions, the Denver Lady Bulldogs, will play their first game at 1 o'clock. So 8-0 San Francisco's way. Umpire asks for the ball back once more. And we'll wait for it to be thrown up as he just passed the Seas like Moses and says clear the way. And away we go once more. Big punch laid on. Estrada overran the ball, couldn't quite pick it up. Trying to go in there is Brett Bauer. To Estrada once more, kicks it towards the top of the square, looking for the little 1-2 feed out there, wasn't on for Millie Bruce. Getting back there though is Sakura, who goes into the hand pass and the clearing kick now. Was it out of bounds on the full? or would be a throw in. I thought it was just over the line, might have just hit the line. So we'll reset and go again. Wait for the players to arrive. Boundary umpire to throw the ball back in. High, long ball back into play. Jennifer Delou brought it to ground. Estrada was looking nearby. Bruce trying to get a little shot on goal. It dribbled through. She's got two. Millie Bruce, two to her name, and they're both for the San Francisco Iron Maidens. 2-2. 14 leads no score. 14 to zip in the first half here of the Division 1 Women's Nationals Game 2. Millie Bruce has just been dangerous around the forward line, at the full of the ball everywhere. Estrada did the shepherding work. Bruce was in front, dribbled it through, had to get around the goalpost. If it clipped it, it would have been a minor score. But she got it through, and there's no problems with that. 14 to zip San Francisco's way. And just like in Game 1, all the scoring early with the breeze to the left-hand side of screen. Ball is up in the air. Away we go again. Jennifer Delou won it. Try to put it down the throat of Malion. She was there. Well, Maglion, I hope I pronounced that correct. Moved it in. Bruce is going again. Overrun the ball to Estrada. Estrada, flying shot. It's away to the right. Minor score. 15 plays 0. 2 goals, 3 to no score. The run from Bruce, the run from Estrada is simply electrifying, and it's starting with Jennifer Delou in the center winning the tap outs. Fully confident San Francisco. Sacramento need to hit some targets and work their way up the ground. As we wait for the ball to come in from full back, it's long and it's high towards the half-back playing position. Lloyd brought rain. Jennifer Lloyd took the mark. She decided to play on the right. How does that look? I think it's got there. San Francisco on fire. 3-3, 21 leads no score. This is brutal football. And no disrespect to Sacramento, but if San Francisco keep this up, this could be a very big win and be sending a strong message to Minnesota and Denver that the Iron Maidens have come to play. They've been fast, they've been slick, they've been long, and they've been good. So Delou will go back in the ruck again, killing it at the moment for San Francisco. Sacramento need to find some composure, some hands on the football, some possession. Up we go again, trying to go in there as Nguyen. Couldn't quite get the football out. Ball hit the ground, one delay on the tackle there. Castillo trying to shrug it away there. Schreiber, the umpire, says, I'll have the ball back. You had no prior opportunity. Ball is thrown up in the air. Away we go again. Possession here for the Iron Maidens. Up too long, or the umpire says holding the ball, and it was a good tackle laid on there by Elizabeth Danielson. So Danielson needs someone to present. There's players at the moment on the broadcast side, and that's the direction she goes for. Half-forward flank position. Trying to put the hand in there is Schaefer now. The umpire says is it a push-off against San Francisco. So Schaefer has the football for Sacramento. Needs to hit a target. Crowd screaming here at the moment. Schaefer decides to run close to the player on the mark. Gives it a big hike. Kick goes inside 50. The San Francisco players don't talk. They spoil each other, but they manage to get a clearing position. Out towards the wing. Broadcast side. Try to go for the Shepherd. Going in there again. I think it's Bilka. The umpire blows the whistle, says free kick. Going Sacramento's way. And it was against Leslie. Bilka looking forward. Right boot. It says touch there by Maglion. Ball spills. Here's the hurried little kick. Spill free. Going in there. Getting a long kick away there is Marks. Goes towards the centre half-forward position. Awkward bounce. Brett Bauer has to spin around. Feeds it out to Estrada. Estrada goes inside 50. Foot race is on. It's 2-on-2. Ball hit the ground. Who's going to be first to get clear possession is running in there. Is Toranaris. And the umpire says it is a free kick by the look of it, going the way. Mantorananis now decides to go long with the kick, but Estrada read it best, parked herself underneath. Jessica Estrada, 50 metres out from goal, went over the head. The bowler's bouncing in the goal square, and a little toe poke on the line. How does that look? It's good. I think it was Smolak back there who gave a little toe poke, and San Francisco can do no wrong at the moment. 27-0. 4-3 on the board. They've been fast. They've been using the broadcast side. The breeze has died down a little bit. The humidity's come up a bit, so's the temperature. But it hasn't faced San Francisco. A great running game at the moment that is full of confidence.
On that corner!
San Francisco did win a few free kicks then, but they just, in one case, player too close to the player on the mark, it was smothered. They just haven't quite hit the targets. No system at the moment. They're just trying to find their feet. And another possession taken away by Julie Marks. Goes towards centre half forward. Was looking for Estrada. Was pushed off of, then chased down her opponent and got the free kick from the tackle. Jessica Estrada, she's about 60 metres out from goal. Gets on the right boot, going inside forward 50. Bouncing ball, Brett Bauer is there. She runs onto it, picks it up cleanly from 25 metres out from goal. Don't tell me it's another! Well, I'll tell you what, San Francisco got out on the right side of the bed this morning. Everything's going great for them, and it's half-time. 33-0, 5-3, 33 no score. Unbelievable first half there from San Francisco. You look at the play, Julie Marks getting onto the football, Smolak getting involved, Estrada at centre half forward, Brett Bauer getting onto the football as well, Millie Bruce with 2 goals, Jennifer DeLue winning the centre ruck taps. And they're just everywhere at the moment. Their pressure's been good at contests. They've been laying tackles, and when the ball is high in the air, they've brought it to ground, they've run onto it, and they've been full of running. They've come off clapping, and why wouldn't they be? What a sensational half for them. Sacramento, they've got a lot of work to do. They know they're going to the scoring end of the ground. They just need players to come into the game. Yoon's been picked up a bit of the ball. Nguyen's been good as well. Schaefer's come into the game. Danielson looks like she can have some impact. Rose McLeod needs to work her way into it. So for Sacramento, some players doing some okay things. They just need to use this breeze in the first half. Second half, pardon me. Use some momentum to try and come back into this match. But at the moment, the scoreboard does read all San Francisco's way. They're 5-3-33. Sacramento, no score. So we might take this opportunity here on USAFL.com to take a break. When we return, we'll have the second half for you of Game 2 of Division 1 in the women's here at the USAFL Nationals. San Francisco leading Sacramento. We'll be back after this.
Hey, nice job.
Beautiful San Diego, home of the 2017 USAFL Nationals, including, for the first time, an Australian division. Imagine kicking off your end-of-season footy trip in this amazing US city, with your club playing in the biggest football tournament in the world.
Chrome Sportswear designs and manufactures custom sportswear with a focus on quality and reliability. We're Australian, we've got 10 years experience, and we've got a US base in Oklahoma. Who better to trust than an Aussie company for your AFL gear? Get your customized men's and ladies' AFL uniforms, outerwear and training gear from Black Chrome. Black Chrome's custom compression can enhance performance and recovery, reduce lactic acid and accelerate your warm-up. Black Chrome is trusted by a number of AFL leagues, including the USAFL, as their official supplier. Try out our Design Your Own tool and see Black Chrome's full range of sportswear at blackchromeusa.com. Join us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.
Australian rules football? In the US? That's right. The United States Australian Football League is in a city near you. Go to usafl.com, find your team, check them out. We're a group full of men and women just like you. Join us for the fun athletic competition. Stay for the camaraderie.
We want the champion!
Log on and sign up to join your team at usafl.com.
Black Chrome Sportswear designs and manufactures custom sportswear with a focus on quality and reliability. We're Australian, we've got 10 years experience, and we've got a US base in Oklahoma. Who better to trust than an Aussie company for your AFL gear? Get your customized men's and ladies' AFL uniforms, outerwear and training gear from Black Chrome. Black Chrome's custom compression can enhance performance and recovery, reduce lactic acid and accelerate your warm-up. Black Chrome is trusted by a number of AFL leagues, including the USAFL, as their official supplier. Try out our Design Your Own tool and see Black Chrome's full range of sportswear at blackchromeusa.com. Join us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.
Welcome back to Lakewood Ranch, Florida, the premier sports complex for the 2016 USAFL Nationals. I'm Peter Holden from girlsplayfooty.com. Great to have your company for Game 2 of the Women's Division 1. Earlier today, we saw a win for the Minnesota Freeze over the New York Magpies by 22 points. And currently here, as we're about to begin the second half, it is the San Francisco Iron Maidens 5-3-33 leading the Sacramento Suns. No score. Of course, we do apologise for the first few minutes of the first half where we weren't able to tell you the players. We didn't actually have the team sheet in hand. They have arrived. It was just a slight tech issue that was affecting all fields here at the USAFL Carnival, which has got 5 fields on at the moment with men's Division 1, 2, 3 and 4. And of course here, the women's field, we have women's Division 1 made up of 5 teams and women's Division 2, which contains 3 combined sides. In this Division 1, there's the reigning champion, the Denver Lady Bulldogs, who will have their first game at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And then, of course, we have San Francisco, Sacramento playing here at the moment. And as we said, the earlier game of Minnesota versus New York. Umpire with the ball up in the air. We wait for the hooter as the scoreboard attendants below the hooter to sound. The second half is underway, and away we go again. DeLu won the football out, but it's a centre clearance for the Sacramento Suns. Important for them. They go towards the centre half forward position. Spy tried to lay the tackle on, went back on her own football, fed it out very nice. That was a throw. The umpire said it was fair and let it go. Fenn tried to get the hand pass out, manages to get it across to Leone for the San Francisco Iron Maidens. Weaving through as Estrada, trying to get the hand pass out. She was dispossessed. Going in there again, Jessica Smith wanted to try and move the football forward. Bang, crash, bodies all over the place. Johnny Marks is there as well. Kick was going to be intercepted by Nguyen. Had it momentarily, dropped it, then tackled her opponent. And the umpire has allowed play to go on. And that's what's happened. And they try to move it towards the half-forward flank, but there's a long clearing kick towards the outer side of the ground. Sacramento sent it back from whence it came. But a mark is taken at half-back. And that hurry kick around the corner, I think it was McKenzie delivering forward. Out of side, didn't hit a target. The ball went over the boundary line and out of bounds. So we'll have a throw in between centre and half-forward flank, on the outer side for Sacramento. back into play. Delu won it, tried to chase up her own football, but doing the great work there, Rosemary Clow. Clow then gets caught after winning her own football, dispossessed, free kick going the way of the Iron Maidens. So San Francisco well and truly on top here at the moment with a 33-zip lead in towards the middle of the ground. That's great football to Brower. Brower kicks inside 50. It's like Pagan's paddock. It's just a classic one-on-one. Oh, Bruce turned the player inside out. Went for the hand pass back. While on the ground is Armstrong. Fed out the hand pass to Bruce. Don't tell me it's going to bounce. Don't tell me it's going to bounce through. It won't. It will be smothered and just sent through for a minor score. Sacramento just managing to deny that from being a goal. So 34 plays 0. 5 goals for 34, leading 0. Here's the kick in from full back. And great little tackle laid on there, being bumped in there was Sean Nagel. Ball spilled free though. Armstrong kicked it round the corner to a blustery forward pocket. You can hear that in the effects mic here. Here's the kick around the corner for Sacramento towards the half-back position. Val went in there, wrapped up the opponent. In fact, pardon me, was O'Connor. And the umpire will call for a ball up. And that's what we'll have at the 50-metre line for San Francisco. Delu trying to get the football back. Hit the ground. Going in once more, maybe dispossessed Castillo. The umpire said it was okay. Now a whistle on play and says didn't have the football, and a resulting free kick going the way of Melissa Armstrong. No, against Melissa Armstrong, pardon me. San Francisco ball. The umpire put it one way then the other. Here's the long kick up the line, looking for O'Connor. O'Connor got to get past Estrada. Gave up the hand pass. Got it across to Silvio. Silvio now kicking towards the middle of the ground. Foot races on here. Oh, talk about a great bum trying to get away from the tackle. Kicked it towards the centre half forward position now. Foot race on. Going in there is the Sacramento player who got hit, and the umpire said no for opportunity, and we'll call for a ball up. That player there might be Jessica Smith. Don't have a 16 on our sheet, as the ball is once again in dispute. And San Francisco come away with it. Long kick towards the 50-metre area. Now sent back from whence it came. Went through several sets of hands. Cloud was there. Now out to Nguyen. Nguyen is going to get run down! And the tackle laid on there by Maglion. Sarah Maglion there doing all the good work. And we wait for the kick that comes right off the side of the boot. Into dispute. There was Delu, but getting away from her was Silvio, but her kick couldn't find a target inside 50, and it was Leone who now kicks it out towards the halfback flank out of side. Mark taken, play on, little feed off hand pass. Leone ran right into trouble and is caught holding the football, and it looks like it's Nguyen, I think, from here who got the resulting free kick. Great run down. And for Sacramento, we'll have the ball at the half-forward flank. Ona Nguyen, she's probably about, I'd say, 70 metres out. Decides to go for the wind-up. Kicks it inside 50. Oh, good mark taker there, and a bump on the way through. So a chance for San Francisco to come out of defence. Holding up okay. Kicking into the breeze for this term. Sacramento with the 2-3 goal advantage towards the left of screen. On the outer side, spun around, kicked towards the half-forward flank position, had to pick it up and had to go here. And they got spun around in a circle O'Connor. And the umpire comes in and says that one was in the back. Free kick for San Francisco. As the wind really does pick up here. It's like an open valley at the Premier Sports Complex. As the kick in towards the middle of the ground. Just fed out the hand pass. Umpire says I'll have a free kick given away here, courtesy of a throw going the way of Sacramento. Rose McLeod with the football. Decides to play on. Clow Now goes on the right boot, goes inside 50. It's a good kick. Couldn't stick the mark for Christensen. Has a teammate there. Nguyen tries to feed the hand pass back. Christensen once more attack the football. Leone goes in there for San Francisco. Can't get the football out. A little hand pass fed off there by Leslie. Got it to her teammate. Kicked it inside the centre square. But a mark backing back there. Rosemary Clow again taking that. She finds herself on the outer side. Players screaming for it in a traffic jam, 40 metres out from goal. Went over the head, went out the back. Heaps of numbers here with San Francisco if they can hold on to it. Flying by Silvio, and it's just to hold it up. Schreiber is there, tries to kick it and find a teammate 25 out from goal. Leone kicks it away for San Francisco. Intercepted mark. I think it's Sakura who's got that. She's probably about 50 metres out from goal for Sacramento. Kicking inside 50. Any moment, just waiting for the right lead. Goes for the wind-up. Here's the kick. It's long. It uses the agency of the breeze, but San Francisco are smart to have Fernandez back there on the line, reading that. Even though she couldn't hold the mark, it does go through for a touch score. And that is the first score for Sacramento. They are 1, San Francisco 34 here in the second half. As the kick out of the back line. Smith tried to lay on a tackle, but San Francisco will come out. High in the air kick, intercept there by Hartman, who tried to play on, got mown down. Advantage paid to San Francisco. Iron Maidens with the football at centre half back. Brower is making a run. Also is Armstrong. Armstrong reads it best, takes the mark. Melissa Armstrong, broadcast side, centre wing, goes on the right boot towards the half-forward flank position, over the back. Going after it is Bilka. She's going to pick it up, gets on the right boot, comes towards the half-back flank position. Now it gets taken out of the hands by Estrada. Estrada nearly ran into trouble. Hand pass to Brower. Estrada nearly picked it up. Brower had it and lost it. Bilka goes in again. Can't get the hand pass out. Maybe 1 for 2 high there on Gallagher. The umpire's blown the whistle and said that was a throw in there. And it is going the way of San Francisco. Very windy conditions, and they'll be kicking into a strong breeze when they have the resulting free kick. Waiting for the ball to come back, and it'll be Brower or Estrada with that. Brett Brower will have the resulting free kick. Brower, 40 metres out from goal. Wind really picked up here at the Premier Sports Complex. Heading today for a top of 88 degrees Fahrenheit, 31 degrees Celsius. Brower for San Francisco. Keeps it low, keeps it flat, top of the square! Reading the ball best and taking a mark there, Carly Smolak will be kicking from about 10 metres out on a slight angle to see if we can put it out to 39 points the difference. Smolak, whoa, that's right off the side of the boot. And we'll go through for just the 1 point minus score. So 35 plays 1. 5 goals, 5 behinds, 35 points for San Francisco, 1 behind, 1 point for Sacramento here in Game 2 of the USAFL Nationals. The kick in from fullback, came off hands. Estrada plays on, gets on the right boot, puts it in the hot spot from 25 metres out from goal. Brower takes the mark. Similar position to earlier where the ball fell short towards the top of the square. Let's see if the same thing happens again. Brett Brower, it's like an instant replay of about 30 seconds ago. This time it's more off to the left, but it will fall short at the top of the square. Came off several sets of hands. It's all wrapped in there. McKenzie trying to extract it. Oh, it's a little toe back on the ground. How does that look? It's a goal, and you can put that one down to Smolak. And for San Francisco, boy, oh boy, they're on fire on the scoreboard. And they are the first team for today to kick one into the breeze. And they go to 41, just the 1 for Sacramento. 40-point lead for the Iron Maidens here in Game 2. Just a reminder, of course, coming up here on our broadcast on USAFL.com at 11 o'clock, Division 2 between Columbus, Baltimore. They're taking on the combined side of Portland, Tampa Bay, Seattle, and Arizona. That's at 11 a.m., the Division 2 game on USAFL.com. Delu won the tap out. Trying to get onto there again, Silvio. Silvio tries to beat out the hand pass once more, coming out wide. Ball on the ground. Delu went after it, got brought down. Over the top of the football there, Quoker. Couldn't get it out. Umpire crosses himself and calls for the ball up. And that's what we'll have. Centre wing position. Broadcast side. San Francisco in complete control here. There's the tap, Clow. Getting onto it, Marks. Moving towards the middle of the ground. Trying to lay on a bump there is Leslie. Cutting her way through there, Clow once more towards the half-court playing position for Sacramento. Little shove off there. Going in there once more, Silvio, then got bumped and hit the ground. Couldn't keep her feet. Armstrong had it and lost it behind her back. Going in there is Maglione. A little kick along the ground by Silvio. Intercepted, sent back from whence it came. Going back to take the mark, Schoen-Nagel. Schoen-Nagel now kicks back inboard. Ball dribbles along the ground. Hand pass back, Schreiber. Trying to find a teammate there in Hartman who got caught. The umpire says holding the ball. And that will be a free kick going the way of the Iron Maidens. And Margaret Leone for San Francisco on the right. Looking for Estrada. Just Estrada comfortably takes the mark. Defensive side of centre circles. On the right, in the Armstrong direction, brings the ball to ground, gets it back. In fact, it's Brown, pardon me, now looking for Armstrong to try and run onto the football. 50 metres out from goal. Going in there is Mina. Couldn't get it out. Her hand pass was very awkward. She got spun around. Sacramento with a line defence coming through. Estrada got caught. Clow then put the right boot in, put it long and high towards the middle of the ground. No one really to go to, but the player was under pressure and Leone dropped the football. Going in once again is Hartman. Ball spilled free. Going in there once again is Kephart. Ball got away from her. Centre half forward now for Sacramento. Can they get a clear possession out of that? Silvio is there looking for support. Umpire says no prior opportunity, will call for a bounce. This game on USAFL.com live, and of course you might be watching it back later on replay. Don't forget you can follow the USAFL on Twitter, USAFL 1997 or USAFL Women's. And of course, if you're watching the live stream, to use the hashtag USAFL Nationals. Umpire has given a free kick to Sacramento. They're down by 40 points in this second half. We're playing two halves, 20 minutes each with no time on. As the kick, a little chip job by DeCarl. Just came with several sets of hands. The umpire said play on. Weaving the way out of defence there, Gallagher. Went for the hand pass to Lou. Now back inboard. Looking for the mark there, McKenzie. McKenzie decides to play on. Beats out the little hand pass to Julia Marks. Marks kicks it towards the half-forward flank, outer side of the ground. Foot race on. McKenzie chases up the kick. McKenzie's soccer skills now goes to pick up the football. Wanted to feed out the hand pass to the teammate. Worked out okay. Kicked it inside 50. But there's plenty of numbers back there for Sacramento. They decide to come up the corridor. That's dangerous play. As Maglione kicks it in towards the top of the square, looking for Bruce. Went through her hands. Ball is in the pocket. Well, they conceded through. It's next to the point post. It's being held up. We might call for a ball up. We will. So deep forward for San Francisco, looking to extend their lead. They're up by 41 points. Clear the way. We're waiting for the umpire to throw the ball up. Away we go again. Tap close towards the boundary line. Will they see it go out? They will. We'll have now a throw in. 6 goals by 41 San Francisco. Sacramento one behind. Earlier today, it was a 22-point victory to Minnesota over New York. As the ball is back into play. A hurried little snap around the corner by Smolak is away to the right. And that's one behind. 6-6-42 for San Francisco. Sacramento one behind. Here on USAFL.com on the Cooper's scoreboard. The kick out from fullback went through several sets of hands. There's the hand pass now, getting across to Squillia. Squillia now moved the ball up the line, but waiting for it there was Gallagher and had it at her feet. Now managed to pick up the hand pass, but copped it back to Squillia, who then gave the ball up to Bruce. And Bruce for San Francisco kicks inside 50, but can't find a target. It's just all Suns back there. There might be Cloud with the football, who gets close to the player on the mark, then kicks it high into the breeze. Getting back there is Armstrong, took it off the bounce, then kicked it inside 50. Foot race now on. Not really wanting to commit to picking up the football there, and therefore was an easy intercept by Quoker. Was close towards the boundary line, has put it out of bounds on the full. And it will be a free kick for San Francisco, Melissa Armstrong. Armstrong, US representative player, decides to kick the ball inboard with a kick. It was long, but didn't hit the target, and it's an easy pick-off there for the Suns. Close towards the boundary line, goes for a short little kick, mark taken, Schaefer. Defensive 50, their side down by 41 points. They're playing wide football at the moment. O'Connor is spoilt, and the ball is out of bounds. Once again, another throw in. Just don't forget, you can find the USAFL on Facebook, facebook.com/USAFL, for all the latest news and replays of any games that might be covered throughout the season. Ball's on the ground, dispute. Cloud now goes in there, went right, went left, then put it on the right boot, but it went straight down the throat here of Bevan English. English winds up, close to the player on the mark, gives it a big hike towards the half-forward flank position. Estrada had it, tried to feed off the hand pass. Nguyen was there, knocked away from her. Armstrong goes in once more, maybe holding on to the player in Squillier. The umpire said it was fair, play on. Schaefer now moved it forward, trying to find a Harpen. Harpen now kicked it long, up the line, over the head of a few players. Foot race is going to be on here. Who's going to be first to pick it up? A few players with their heads over the ball. And the umpire's blown the whistle and said that's a holding the football. Hot on the whistle, and a free kick going the way of San Francisco. Little right boot kick coming further up the line. Trying to get across to take the mark there was Sherman. She was spoilt from behind. Clow gave the don't argue, then went to centre half forward. A long kick over the top. Foot race is on here. Trying to get there in time, but plenty of numbers back there for San Francisco. English is one of them who kept them towards the middle of the ground. Only to find a contest, and it was held up by Sherman. The umpire said we'll call for a ball up once more. Prow went up in this contest, brought the ball to ground. Going in there was Quaker, couldn't get her hands on the football. San Francisco, long kick towards centre half forward. Now the ball coming back towards centre. Quaker over the top of the football, laid a tackle on Armstrong. Estrada was in there, dispossessed, and the umpire says holding the football, free kick, Sacramento. 42 plays won. San Francisco's way after a blistering 5-goal first half. Kicks towards the half-forward flank position. Got away from a few, foot race on there. Spy chasing after it there for San Francisco. Does well, get the ball in front of herself. Picked it up and then ran straight into trouble. And the umpire says that's holding the football. All the good work brought undone, was a little too slow to get rid of the ball. And Clow caught her. So Rosemary Clow has the football for Sacramento. As the hooter goes, that is full time in Game 2 of the women's division at the USAFL Nationals. And it's a big win to San Francisco, 6-8-42 over the Sacramento Suns, one behind. Boy, oh boy, if we thought Minnesota made a statement in Game 1, San Francisco just went, anything you can do, we can do better, with a massive victory over Sacramento. Puts those two sides in the box position. Technically at the moment on percentage, this puts San Francisco at the top of the table, but the reigning champions, the Denver Lady Bulldogs, are still to come. Their game is at 1 o'clock Eastern this afternoon. Game 2 coming up very shortly. Before we do that, some of the better players, as we saw in this game, we said great run from Millie Bruce, who kicked 2 goals in that first half. Smollett came into the game there in the second half. Estrada looked dangerous at centre half forward. Britt Bauer worked her way into the game. DeLue was fantastic in the ruck for the Iron Maidens. Plenty of winners all over the ground. Melissa Armstrong with some run and carry there in the second half. For the Lady Suns, Nguyen tried hard all day. Schreiber got involved as well. Croker came into the game late, and Rosemary Cloud just kept on keeping on. But in the end, too many star players for San Francisco, and with the agency of this big breeze blowing to the left-hand side of screen, they were able to capitalise on that early and then sit on that lead. But to be fair, a lot of inside 50s for them kicking into the breeze. That shows that there might be some greater things for them to come in this tournament. Coming up here on USAFL.com, just click on 2016 Nationals, then click watch to see the full schedule of games you can watch live or on replay. Just click on the Saturday 11 o'clock icon and you'll be able to see Women's Division 2 at the moment. Columbus, Baltimore are taking on the Portland, Tampa Bay, Seattle, Arizona side. That is all coming up here on USAFL.com. I'm Peter Holden from girlsplayfooty.com. It's been a pleasure having your company, and we look forward to joining you once again in the future. Until we join you next time, it's bye for now.
Black Chrome Sportswear designs and manufactures custom sportswear with a focus on quality and reliability. We're Australian, we've got 10 years experience, and we've got a US base in Oklahoma. Who better to trust than an Aussie company for your AFL gear? Get your customised men's and ladies' AFL uniforms, outerwear and training gear from Black Chrome. Black Chrome's custom compression can enhance performance and recovery, reduce lactic acid and accelerate your warm-up. Black Chrome is trusted by a number of AFL leagues, including the USAFL, as their official supplier. Try out our Design Your Own tool and see Black Chrome's full range of sportswear at blackchromeusa.com. Join us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.